All right, so I kind of want to test a theory with Rossi. I'm not really sure if this is going to be useful at all, but I wanted to go ahead and try something a little different in terms of a team, because Rossi works with both physical and arts damage teams. So what I'm going to be testing out here is an art susceptibility and physical susceptibility team. I don't know if this is good or bad. I don't even know if this has any potential of stacking, but I just figured she's doing both, so let's go ahead and give both a try. So we're gonna be doing the punching bag fight of the game. The team is Rossi, Gilberta, Chen, and Lifeng. Lifeng's simply there to apply physical susceptibility as well as physical damage, while, you know, Chen is just a damage dealer for physical damage. Gilberta is there for art susceptibility and being able to apply nature damage, and then you have Rossi, heat and physical. So we're just going to go ahead and run this and see just how well this works. All right, so in theory, I should be able to start off with Lifeng and Gilberta. We're going to run up, start this off. So Lifeng, Gilberta. Now this should trigger Rossi's ability. Yep. And that should be elemental. So now I want to. Yeah, looking good so far. I'm gonna just go ahead and use everything. Okay. It's looking good. Okay, so now Gilberta, because this should be able to proc Rossi's ability. Yeah. Rossi. Chen. Now we're gonna dodge this one. We're gonna use her skill 1. Yeah. Okay, so it is working. I just don't know if the physical susceptibility is actually doing what it should be doing. Rossi again. Now I want to use Gilberta only because I need, yep. Now we're gonna use this for art susceptibility as well as her ult for heat damage. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is dope. This is dope. This is so freaking dope. This video is sponsored by Gryphline and Arknights Endfield. Alright guys, Rossi is an absolute unit. She is... I thought TangTang was fun. Oh man, Rossi really takes the cake because not only is she a physical damage dealer, she's also a heat damage dealer, allowing her to play with a variety of characters that I originally just simply didn't think she could work with, but I'm gonna start off with what I've been using the most, which is Rossi, Gilberta, Lifeng, and Chen. Now this is a very weird team and the reason why I use this team is because of the ability to use both physical susceptibility as well as art susceptibility. It allows her to do more damage with her basic attacks, her physical attacks, as well as her arts attacks. It's just very well rounded. It considers both aspects of her kit. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about her kit first. So we're gonna skip this because we already know how this works. It's her basic attack as well as her finisher, and yeah, it's just basically exactly what we come to expect from every single character. But her basic attack is fast. You want to get used to how fast her basic attack is because final strikes are very important to some of these characters. So keep that in mind when you're using her with characters like Lifeng. All right, so her battle skill. Her battle skill basically only does physical damage and lift, but if you have vulnerability stacks on the enemy, she can do heat damage with her battle skill. Now, once she does heat damage with her battle skill, remember she needs vulnerability stacks first, then she applies a claw mark if you have this unlocked. Now, these claw marks deal damage over time. So this is very important to making sure you're able to get the most damage out of her as quickly as possible. Now, her combo skill is also very, very important because it requires both a arts infliction character, any character that can apply arts infliction, as well as someone who can apply vulnerability stacks. You need both of these applied to an enemy in order to have her combo skill proc. This is very important, but it also has 2 phases. The first phase does physical damage, while the second phase consumes all of the arts damage and then deals physical damage. This is why it's important to have characters like Lai Feng amplifying that physical damage, as well as characters like Gilberta. Now, it's going to be kind of hard because each one of these characters need a lot, are demanding on SP. They're very demanding on SP, so you want to make sure that you're using that SP accordingly. I'm pretty sure there's better teams to use. I just figured this was the best one because of the art susceptibility that Lai Feng has, as well as the physical susceptibility that Lai Feng has and the art susceptibility. I'm just really excited because this character is so much fun. And her ultimate. Now, her ultimate does heat damage as well as apply heat infliction. This character is very, very strong. Now, I just want to be realistic with you guys. This character is maxed out on this account, so test her accordingly. Make sure she's everything that you need on a team, because I wouldn't want you guys to waste your pulls and then complain to me why she isn't useful for the characters that you happen to have. That's why I want to try and use her with a variety of teams before recommending her to anybody. So let's talk about her gear. Now, her gear, I've given her the crit set because every single time she scores a crit hit, her attack increases for 5 seconds, and whenever she's at max stacks, her crit rate increases as well, which means that you do more crit damage more often. My reason for this was mainly because this skill here, when her combo skill allows her to do more crit rate and crit damage after applying lift. So I think this is a good set for this character. I've tried with and without, and she definitely does more damage when you have this set on her. I haven't tested with much of anything else, so I can't really say that this is the best set for her, but it's the one that makes the most sense to me. All right, so let's talk about her weapon. I'm gonna summarize this as quickly as possible. So it does increase her agility and crit rate boost. So once again, this gives you more validity that crit rate is very impossible with this character. But for this, you wanna deal more critical damage as much as possible because it applies Woven Blood. You can have up to 16 stacks of Woven Blood, and it grants more physical and heat damage. So you can have up to 48% for 20 seconds. This weapon is definitely very, very important for this character, but once the duration ends, all Woven Blood stacks are removed. Yeah, this is just a matter of just dealing as much crit damage as possible so that you can get as much stacks of that Woven Blood and deal as much damage as quickly as possible.